Hello everyone, and welcome to a new video for the Painter's Core. So on this video we've got a new bumper for Suzuki Swift. This was a bit of a pain really because it's a 3-stage pearl. The normal paint scheme we use is like a standard blue, which is awesome. You just put the camera to the car and it gives you the best option. You put the code in. If it's not for that code, there's a better match, then it gives you that one. So yeah, that didn't work, so we had to do a few spray out cards for in Octorel, which is another scheme we've got, because they didn't really want to blend this, which would have been easier, but the colour on the spray out was actually really good, to be fair. It was actually pretty much bang on. So with this one it does take a lot longer because I had to put more coats on with this Octorel scheme, so you can't just put it all on once like the Standox. So each coat you have to put on and dry. So like you can see here now, so this is a second coat. So I've done on this one 2 coats, full coats at 2 bar, and then you do a dropout where it's like a 3-stage pearl. I always find it's best just to drop it out, because the top coat that you put on does not do anything, as in like make it drop out nice. Like if it's cloudy, it won't get really rid of it. So it's always best to drop it out if you, especially with this sort of colour. Some colours you can get away with it if there's a lot of colour and build into the top coat. But this one didn't have anything. It was literally just a clear sort of additive with 0.5 grams of blue. That was it. So it wasn't much to it. I think it was just to give the depth really, and a bit of the effect. So I'm just finishing up on the second coat here. It's just make sure you get all the edges on these bumpers. It's so easy to just think you've got it and then you haven't. So it's always best just to sort of go a little bit heavier on the edges just to make sure that you've got it, and be repetitive. I always find bumpers, I pretty much do every bumper no matter what shape, size. I do it exactly the same. You just know it just comes automatically. Then you know how you've done it, where you've gone, and it's just an easy way of doing bumpers. You know you haven't missed anything then. So this now is just a drop coat. This is at 1.5, and you just go a bit slower, a bit further back. This is just to sort of even it all out really. Yeah, so I'd always do it for, especially for this colour. It did need it because it wasn't bad, but it was just a bit patchy where it was just 2 full straight coats. So just to make sure, because there's nothing worse than painting it, then they put it on the card and then they take it out and they say, oh, it's wrong, you got to do it again. So if you can try and avoid things going wrong, just do it. So this is the first coat of the pearl on top, like the top layer coat. As you can see here, I've just done a full coat. I can't actually remember if I did 2 full coats or 1 full coat. We'll have to see. And then a drop coat. Again, just doing the same thing over and over. Make sure you get all the edges. It is good. This paint's okay. Just takes a lot longer because you're having to dry each coat as you're going along. It just holds you up. Especially where I work, it's sort of quite a busy. You sort of go. So you've got to get them in, get them out, and because you've got the other painter wanting to get into the oven. So yeah, if you're using Standox, it's so much better. You just put it all on at once and then you dry it and then you can lacquer it. But still, this was cool. I like this colour. It's I'd rather have done it on a bit of a bigger, maybe sort of down the side or something, a bit more interesting. But yeah, it's a nice colour to do. So now I'm just dropping it out. So this is all just at 1.5 now. So I did the full coats at 2 bar, and then this one's just a drop out. Yeah, I just did exactly what I did for the spray out card. I thought it's just the best way, and then you know it's going to match the spray out card, which matched the car. The gun I'm using, actually, I don't think I've ever said a gun that. So I used to be a real DeVilbiss guy. I used to always get DeVilbiss. But when I came to this place and they said they gave me these two guns because my guns at the time didn't work for the stand-ups because the stand-ups was a thicker paint. But these SATA 5500, I think. I'm not actually sure if you say 5000. I'm not sure. I'm not starter man. So these are awesome guns. I must admit, I haven't stopped using them. My DeVilbiss guns have stayed in my toolbox. I think I might have used them once or twice. Yeah, so I do like these guns. I might have been transformed, but the lacquer goes on. So this is the lacquer now. It's just that 2-bar. The first coat I do normally go a bit quicker. I don't know if you've seen the other videos previous where I sort of go through how I do lacquer. My first coat is always sort of really quite close. It's sort of maybe 3 inches away from the panel. I like to get it on but quick, so it just leaves it really nice and flat, and I don't find you putting so much on. The first coat you don't want to pile it on. The first coat is just not a grip coat because you don't want it dry, but you want it nice and sealed and flattish, just so it gives you a good base to then be able to put the second coat on. If the first coat of lacquer is not very good, then your second coat's just going to sit on top and it's going to be crap. So you try and get your first coat nice, and then you will, yeah, it should. If your first coat's good, then you can normally tell if it's good, bad, or what. So, and even like bits of dirt and things, you sort of, yeah, you can sort of get a gist of what it's going to be like. But this, I think this actually came out quite nice, actually, quite clean, considering, because sometimes when you do 3-stage pals, where you're putting so much on, especially with Octavale, you're putting so much on top of each other, it just sort of sometimes sits. I did forget to put, I didn't record where I tacked off. So after the undercoat, after I dropped coat it, I did do a tack off, a blow and tack with just a water base tack rag. They're like green, they're really cool. And then after the drop coat on the top coat, I also dropped just a blow off from the tack rag. Just takes off the excess like paint really that's sitting on top, or if there's any like bits of dirt that have in the air just flowed and landed on top, it just takes it and it gives you a little bit more chance of a nicer finish on the lacquer, and yeah, it just works out a bit better for you. Sometimes you can bury it, but you're just pour more lacquer on, and then you're gonna have problems, and yeah, if you can try it. I find painting a lot of it is avoiding problems. If you can do stuff previous and like methodically, then it's going to come out nice. You do it the same, you do it properly, and genuinely you're going to get a good job. And yeah, that's pretty much. Painting is not hard, but it's once you get the skill, and yeah, just give it a go. The way I do things will be completely different to some other painter, but as long as you get to the same result, it doesn't really matter. What I was always told was take things from other people and make your own sort of style. That's the best advice I can give anyone. Yeah, and just practice, and yeah, just keep painting. So I think that's the second coat now. So it came out really nice, actually. I think there weren't too much bits of shit in it, and not much polishing we'll have to do for that. And yeah, so thank you for watching the video. Hopefully you got to this part. I really appreciate that. And any likes, subscribe, comments, be fab. Thank you very much. Bye bye.